Ladies and gentlemen, it is Big Banks, it's Shrooms. We've been on hiatus, but we are back, and there's tons to get to. Hit it. Jussie Smollett Part 2. It seems like the long arm of the law is now creeping up on Mr. Smollett. We are now probably about 2 weeks or so removed from the original incident, and it appears now that the fiction, the fiction is now replete with this case, and it looks like the fix is in. Jussie Smollett was probably involved in, one way or another, involved in this hoax. What happened in the last few days? Two Nigerian brothers who were associated with the Empire show took a trip to Nigeria, came back, arrested at O'Hare Airport, were cooperating with law enforcement after their original arrest, and just this weekend we've learned that now they are they're free men. Their cooperation got them their freedom, so there's only one other answer involved, which is probably that Smollett put him up to it. We wanted to withhold judgment earlier. Big Banks was on the ball, though. I think you were completely accurate in your take.
Oh, man.
Doesn't look good, though, Big Banks. What do you say?
He's the dumbest person in the world. If there was a picture in the dictionary of the dumbest criminal, he would be just the poster child for it. He paid him. From what we understand, it's not been confirmed yet, but according to they paid him what 20.
It looks like an arrest is certainly impending. His arrest is probably going to happen sooner rather than later.
I don't think it's going to happen like right now. They may wait a couple of weeks to build everything up. He's no longer a victim, but he's not a suspect either.
Certainly, law enforcement has been playing this really with kid gloves, though, right? They don't want any any racial animosity to kind of bubble up or any other kind of aspects of the.
I look at it like this right here. He has issues that he needs to resolve.
Correct. Some deep-seated issues. This is when you see his media advocates and his allies out there jumping to conclusions, and the other kind of people who were sympathetic, at least at a minimum, to his case and to his situation, you better start seeing a lot of retractions, and he's going to pay the piper.
There's not going to be no retractions. You know, it's only time a retraction is going to come in if actually he's convicted and go to jail. Right now, they're going to hold true to their statement. They're not going to censor. They're going to stand behind.
He's not relenting. He's not showing any kind of pushback. He had an interview with, I believe it was CBS this morning, or one of the morning talk shows on Thursday or Friday. Robin Roberts, I believe.
Fighting. There was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back, and then it just stopped. And
still, he was sticking to his guns, so he's really showing no.
But I gotta say, it's funny though, when he had the interview, the other information came out about the whole thing with the Nigerian brothers and everything. So I think he just stuck himself in the hole, because when he asked for the phone records, he refused to give them to him.
Correct.
But unbeknownst to him, they already had his phone records. But when he turned over his phone records,
they were heavily redacted, of course. Some of those.
Yeah, so all they had to do is just plug in the numbers that he
did have a compelling reason. I mean, his justification for that was these were personal. There's a lot of, maybe personal body images and things like that, and stuff that he did not want other strangers to be sifting through.
Unfortunate, not unfortunate, but it's fortunate that some police officers do have integrity, and they're not looking at other stuff. They just want to get to
the truth, the bottom of the matter.
So they don't care about nobody's phone records or what he may have on his phone. He's just a dumb person. And it's funny too as well. Rumors are saying that the noose that they supposedly put around his neck, the Nigerian brother still had the receipt. So
yeah. So maybe there you go. Maybe quite a dumb criminal if they didn't actually go back and
I don't know,
untrace their steps and so another aspect here, though, another horrible handling by the media, another rush to judgment.
I gotta give a prediction. I believe that he's gonna get more than 1 year in jail.
I think so.
If they give him less than a year, it's a travesty, because if any other person had done what he did and took up all the time of the city and the state and some FBI agents probably, I don't know. So
Correct.
look at
The possible hate crime.
Yeah. So I mean, he might get a federal charge out of this. Who knows?
Right. Could be.
I'm just so giddy, so happy with it.
Yeah, we will see what we'll see what the future holds. It looks like something that's certainly days away, maybe hours away from really from the truth being fully known. I think another horrible effort on the part of the media, another rush to judgment, and this is reprehensible work on the part of the mainstream media, just like you saw with Covington, just like you saw with those kids from Kentucky on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. An absolute quick. Every media outlet, kind of left-leaning media outlet, wanted to be the first to break the story, and in the intervening days, truth starts to kind of the story starts to kind of unravel. The truth comes forward, and the media has egg on its face.
But I think this is going to be a great lesson for the media, just to wait. Back in the days, media, y'all would say we'll wait for the facts.
Yeah, but everyone has to be first. Everyone has to exactly. So this should be a strong lesson to them. Exactly. What else do we say about that? Don't know what the brothers are going to get. They're
not going to get
are kind of going to be co-conspirators, but
they dropped the charges.
Dropped the charges fully.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. Maybe probation would have been justified. But if they get a Smollett conviction, or if they get Smollett charges, then I guess all is forgiven there. We'll see. But how brazen and how bold was Smollett to actually white guys with MAGA hats?
Remember, he goes
homophobic
hard.
slurs, racial slurs. He went 100 on that, didn't he?
Well, he said he goes hard on 45, so he went 110% on 45.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, 45 just gave him 125%, so he didn't go that hard.
He was worried that he was going to be written out of the Empire show, and guess what? That was the speculation. And there you go. Now you're not going to have a career anymore out of this. So
he will. McDonald's, Burger King,
somewhere
doing jingles,
acting in the prison Christmas play, perhaps. So, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is part 2 of the Smollett issue incident, the crazy Jussie Smollett story. We'll be back with you with any other late breaking issues, and of course with a expected part 3 there. So, peace.
One day when I was riding on the train, I seen these 2 kids talking about the Nubian rain had fallen. I didn't say nothing cause these kids caught my goat. Even pulled my coat like a murder that they wrote. So this kid with mouth swagger now plays the cloak and dagger. So I got you